Hey guys, welcome back to Never Alone Homestead. My name is Cammie and welcome back to my garden. Well guys, we just got this garden here, this plot here tilled up, and now it's time to test the pH. So I have two pH testers here. I have a Burbies, which has a meter onto it, because we need to find out what's in the soil, what we need to put into it, how we need to amend it, so that we can get ready for the spring garden. And another one I have is called Garden Tutor. It is a pH strips. Both of these I got off of Amazon. I do believe with the Burbie, you could probably check out Lowe's and you could probably find one of these also. So before I put anything into the soil, I definitely, or before you put anything to your soil, and even if there's a garden plot that you've already had, you just want to go ahead and be sure to check that pH, because the pH is everything when it comes to your plants growing. So let's take a pH test, and we're going to start with this one, and then we're going to move with the strips and see if they are the same. So we're going to start with the Burbie, and this one meter right here, what you do is you just stick these prongs, these 3 prongs down into your ground, and you wait about a minute. So we're going to set that down there, and I went ahead and took some soil out of this garden here. Now it does have a lot of grass in it. It just got tilled up. You know, it's new ground. Watch that video of new ground garden plot. I think is how it goes. It's new ground. It just came out anyhow. But what I did is I decided to go a little bit deeper than just off the top, because I will be taking my rotary tiller and going back through this and tilling it up some before I get to planting. So with this type, the Garden Tutor, the pH strips, what you do is you get a container and you get some soil out of your garden, and you're going to take these test strips and you're going to sit it down into the soil. But first you have to put some water in, so we're going to do that. And you're going to, of course, mix it up. It's kind of going to be like mud. It's got a lot of roots in it, but these are grass roots that eventually will be worked out of this garden. And then we're going to take one of these test strips, and we're going to stick it. And I might have a little bit too much water in this. Really, honestly, don't think it'll matter, but you know, I'm sure I'll do it again. But for the sake of this video, just showing you different ways that you can test your pH. And you take this out and you want to shake that mud off, which is going on me. Kind of hard to see, so I might have to get the dirt on. I want to touch it, but yeah. Let me try this again. So just do it again. We'll put some dirt in there. Maybe not have it as much watery. We're going to stir this up. This is the way the instruction says to do it. Now, this is black dirt. So whenever you have water and black dirt, you got mud, and it is thick. Whoops, broke my spoon. Okay. All right, I think that'd be good. Now, we'll grab another test strip. This is what it looks like. Little strips. And you're going to read that by the chart they give you. Well, and there's also a chart on the back side of the bottle. We're going to stick that down in there. Hopefully, with this black dirt, we'll be able to read it. If not, what I'll do is put less water in it. But this is the way it tells you to do it. We're going to take that off. I don't think that got covered good enough. Yeah, black dirt. And you're going to shake it off. Well, guys, with this dirt here, I don't know if this is going to work. Because I can't see it. I can't really, it's just like, look. Who can see that? So let's try this. Whoops. Let's try this. Let's put even more dirt in there. Because you know what? This soil right here is already damp. And it's already damp from the rains. And plus we had some sleet, snow, if you want to say it like that, ice. And so, honestly, I believe I could probably just take this grass out. And let me try it like that. And see if we can get a better reading. See if this works, actually. Because as you can tell, I didn't open it up. So I've never done this before. I've done that one. I used that one in my garden last year. It's pretty accurate. See if I can get it in here. To me, I don't see why you just can't stick it in the dirt, but this is the way it says to do it. I'm not very impressed with this one right here, honestly. This is kind of pH stick that you would use with the pool. I had some of these when I had the pool. You know what? I am not too impressed with this one right here, the Garden Tutor. Why? Because you know what? I don't see any difference. I'm not impressed with this at all. This is not, to me, will be a reliable source. If I was really want to test my pH, look, I can't even see it now that I got dirt on it. But that's the way it tells you to do it. So let's try this. Let's take one of these strips and just stick it in the dirt and see what we come up with. See if it could do any better. So the burpee right now is reading at little over 7, maybe 7.2 as far as the alkaline. I do believe a good alkaline would be around there 7, 6.5, 6, 7. At least it's not high alkaline. I don't see any difference in this right here. So this is yeah, I'm not impressed with this at all. But if I was to go off on the readings, which I don't see that it's changed very much. I could be wrong. Let's check it out. Maybe it's wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Okay. Yeah, I don't see any difference except on the very end. Maybe I just would, you know, how are you going to do that when it's going to be got mud all over it? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let that sit a moment, see if possibility it's got dirt all over it, see if I can see it. So a little over 7 and 6 and let's see, a little over 7, not over 7, under 7, little under 7. So it's a little under 7. Of course, now I took it out of the ground. See, it's about right. That's what it was reading into or in the soil. So and on the top is saying ideal. So for alkaline, it is ideal. At least it's not, too acidy, too alkaline. So I will be going to different areas over here, but these test strips I'm not impressed with at all. It was definitely a waste of my money. But the Burby's soil tester with prongs on it, I'm happy with. So when your soil is highly alkaline or highly acidic, it reduces the nutrients available to the plant. Alkaline soil is less soluble than acidic or neutral soil. Unless the plants in your garden thrive into alkaline soil, they must have something else added to the soil, or they'll stunt their growth because of nutrient deficiency. So my little faithful here, what I'm going to do with it is take it to different areas in this garden. That's what I usually do in my gardens. See if I'm getting the same pH reading. This little thing right here, it's like it didn't do anything. It was a waste of money. But this right here did really good. So guys, I just want to show you, the new garden. It's just been new ground broke up. My grandfather might have tilled it. It's 85 plus years. It's been a long time, long time, because he passed away before I was born. But yeah, so now what I'm going to do is add some lime to this garden. We got some rain coming, so I want to get some lime in this garden. I'm going to add some fertilizer and probably a little bit of nitrogen to this garden. Maybe, we'll see. Once I go around the garden and test this, then I'll know exactly what I'm going to be adding. But I'm definitely going to be adding some lime. I always add lime to my garden. It's garden lime. You can get it at Lowe's, Walmart. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. Test your pH into your garden so that your plants will thrive. If not, if the roots are not doing good, the plants is not going to be doing good. So here we go. Let me walk around here and test this garden and get some lime in, and y'all make it a great day. See you in the next video. Guys, I couldn't help myself. So this thing right here, it just had so much dirt on it. So what I did is I took some purified water, didn't use it out of my because I'm on well water. I'm just thought this might be the best route to go. Try to get some of this dirt, this mud off, because I couldn't see it. So I'm still happy with my prong Burby's tester, pH tester, but this is what it looked like before. Okay, once I poured the water on it, this is what it looks like now. You can see it. Shadows are starting to come. Let's see if I can get it. So yeah, that's what it looks like. Now, according to this diagram on the back, me trying to match it up, which I'm still not impressed with the colors, but when I matched it up, then it's basically telling me that is optimal for most plants. So it's at 6.5, which means the soil is like perfect. But is it perfect? So yeah, but I would still, if I was you, well, I did with my Burby, but go with a different tester, something that you just stick in the ground. You definitely want to wash these prongs off after you do that so it won't rust. But have something like this where you can stick it in the ground for a minute, and it gives you the alkaline, the acidity. It says ideal, ideal, or too much, too less. It lets you know exactly where you're standing at, and of course gives you the number of the pH. So guys, I just want to show you this. Yeah, I'm not too impressed with this right here. Will I throw it away? No. I'll keep trying with it. Because I already paid for it. That's the thing to do, and keep kind of looking at it, see if it lines up with this right here. All right, guys, thank you so much. So guys, this is garden lime here. I've already put out one bag, and so what you would basically good rule of thumb, between up to like 1,000 feet, you're going to put 40 to 80 pounds. You can go over a little bit more Just be sure to check your pH. But this calcium lime you can get at any garden supply store. And also, the importance of this is that it puts calcium and magnesium into the garden, a natural source of calcium and magnesium into the garden, which is important to your plants. So I just want to show you that, what it looks like. It says garden lime. So there's also a fast activating lime that you can use. Usually you'll put this out 2 or 3 months ahead, you know, something like that. It depends on your area. I do believe it depends on your area, because you get a lot of rain, it's just going to, you know, be washed away or gone into your soil. I've put it in maybe a month ahead or 2 months ahead. I've even put it in a month ahead and didn't have any problems, as long as this is into the soil, because then when the plants start coming up, you want to make sure you got magnesium and calcium in there. So what I'm going to be doing, we're in January, and I'm not sure exactly if this is just going to be a spring garden or if this is, you know, I don't know yet, because it's just been it's just new ground and it's just been tilled up. But what I need to do and will continue to do is put this calcium and magnesium into the ground, this garden lime. And then what I'm going to do is go back and check my pH. Now you get your pH tester also at any garden supply store, and or you can go to the aquaculture and, you know, take your soil to the aquaculture, or maybe they got tests there, and you can get them to test your soil out. Going to a garden supply store is really the fast and easiest way. I've never gone to the aquaculture place to get my soil tested, but mainly because it's just time-wise. Maybe one day I'll do that. I'd like to do that, try that, to see what they say according to what I'm getting in my garden. Now, I have very good success in my gardens. I've always have, but this is one item here that I recommend and that I always put in my garden. So I just want to show you that, and now I'm going to get back and get some more lime into this new ground.